Hello, I am Cicada. It's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for having me in your gorgeous home. I do understand you needed a little bit of interior design and updating. Yeah. Yes. Yes, that is correct. You were booked with Sandra. But something has come up, and unfortunately, she can't be here today. Something about she thinks she's fired or something like that. But either way, I know I cannot fill Sandra's void, but I can fill other voids. I can assure you of that. Yes, I have also been shadowing Mrs. Bollocks for years. I am well versed. Shadowing Mrs. Bollocks has really taught me more than anything I learned at university. Yeah. After university, I felt a little bit lost, and she really put everything into perspective. And so I have been learning quite a bit from shadowing her on these types of meetings and consultations. Alrighty, now I do have her notes that she had for you specifically, okay? So I'm just gonna look over them again, just to kind of recap and make sure we're all kind of on the same page. Okay, so wanting floors, vinyl, carpets, redone, no painting, okay. Looking to spruce up, lamps, twine, 2 paper clips, avocado, carrots, bananas. Okay, so it looks like that just kind of devolved into a shopping list, I think. Well, I am gonna go ahead and start setting up, okay? Yes, I am quite thirsty. Oh, right here? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it is quite warm outside. My goodness. Where did you get this from? This is gorgeous. This is classy. I like it. Oh, that is so cool. That is lovely. Nice and cold. Thank you so much. This looks so delicious. Thank you so much. So I was thinking that to get started, I would like to kind of set up a little bit. Is that all right? Okay, perfect. So while I'm setting up, how about we do a little bit of chit chat? Okay, excellent. How have you been? Just good? Oh, come on. I'm sure you have more than that to say. Okay, kinda shy, I see. Well, I have to say that I would like to share something. Last night, I was going to ask my boyfriend to marry me. Yes, so I did take him to the movie theaters to see Starship Troopers. Have you seen that? It was so freaky. I had to go home and just drink a whole bottle of sherry and go to sleep. Have you ever been dumped? Sorry. So I think I have it here. So I remember you saying that you wanted vinyl flooring. I must say, first of all, welcome to the future. Yes. Your linoleum that you have here is absolutely gorgeous, but the vinyl is going to last much longer, and not only that, you won't really have to worry about wetness and mold developing, or particle wood getting swollen in certain areas of the house. So if you bring your attention down here, these are the samples that I have brought to you today. Currently we are only using one brand of vinyl. These are far superior to most other brands. We begin to notice when using other companies that the locking systems would just crack with installation, and that is a clear sign that you are dealing with something that is of less quality. Yes. Now, really quick, could you please mention which rooms you are wanting to do vinyl in? Okay. Okay, so just gonna write that down so I can remember that part. Okay, so we have you said living room and dining room. So I noticed in our walkthrough that you have a wonderful carpeted kitchen. Very beautiful. Are you sure you were not wanting to update that? Okay, here we go. I did bring two natural colors here. So here you will notice that this is not super textured. You run your fingers along it. There's no bumps, no real ridges. It's smooth transitions of texture. It's quite smooth to the touch. Some people like those grooves. It looks a bit more natural. But with this, I will say we will have a more rustic feel to your floors if that's something that you are wanting to replicate. Like if you wanted to go for more of a French country, I think this would be an excellent choice. I do notice that you don't particularly have that going on. That could change. No? Okay. And then we have this one. they look quite similar. This one doesn't have those markings. So this one is also similar in that there are no ridges. This is a little bit more simplified, and obviously we have a natural brown here. Yes. Yes, we do have grays. That will be in style for quite some time, I believe. Not really right now, but I imagine it coming into style in the future. Yes, we do have insight into home pads. So we are starting to transition. This one is kind of a transitional brown to gray. It is a little bit darker, so I will remind you that once you start adding in darker floors, darker walls, things like that, is going to make your room look smaller. So if you're getting this done in your larger rooms, it should not really have much of an effect. But let's say you wanted to add dark walls, dark tile, etc. to a small bathroom or a half bathroom, that may start to make your room look a little bit claustrophobic. So this one does have a bit more grooves as well. Yes. Okay. And I will also hold it up next to this one. This one. In my opinion, this one looks more natural. More like it came from a tree. Obviously, none of these are made of wood, so if you're also concerned about things like termite damage, at least you will have peace of mind that they will not come for your flooring. They can be quite a nightmare. So, rather similar and textured. There you have it. And I just want to get this out of the way. This is the darkest color that we have to offer, and it looks quite daunting. But if you're gonna go dark, I say you should go very dark. It's full of commitment. Of course, you may have that worry of making your room look smaller, but if you have a lot of minimalism going on in your home, that will combat that and honestly complement the room. Yes. So you do have, yes, lots of dark furniture. So, okay, potentially you don't want to go with something like this. Not a problem. Now we are going into grays, full-on gray. So this has almost a cross-hatching effect. We have some lines going down and some going across, like so. You like that? Good. Yes, typically it's not super popular, but it is what you like, isn't it? But it's also making sure that what you have in your home is complementary to these new additions, okay? Yeah, so I'll go ahead and set this off to the side. Alright, so let's move on. Sorry, I am quite thirsty. I used to do lots of cardio and I don't anymore, so that's fresh. Moving on to our next gray. This one I would consider to be a bit like a washed out gray. So if you have like a very clean, beachy type of style, this would be absolutely gorgeous in those situations. Style? Yes, style. Do you know what that is? Okay. Alrighty. So, I don't think this would fit here. Okay. And now here is a very smooth. This is very, very, very smooth. Okay, so if you are looking for that texture, this is not the vinyl for you. But if you want something smooth, this is exactly it. I think that the wood pattern is quite dainty. Not very impressionable. Okay. And these would be our lightest colors. So something I will say about the lighter colors is they kind of do the opposite as the darker grays. This is going to open up your room. So if you are really wanting to make use of small spaces, definitely go with a lighter color and potentially even add in mirrors. Mirrors are absolutely wonderful for making spaces look bigger than they are. It looks as if there is more to the room with the reflection. Exactly. So let's start out with this one. It has a bit more design. Wood. Got a knot here, and you can see almost like rings of the tree. I think that is quite endearing. It is also not super rich. Some people just want that. You like it? Okay, I'll set it aside. And this one is almost white. No, I totally agree. It's bland. It's very boring, and it's not gonna do much for you. But if you have lots of, maybe I almost want to say clutter, lots of knickknacks and decoration and little memorabilia, I guess, this could work out. So, Okay, now are you sure that you don't want to update that kitchen carpet? Okay. I just want to mention that once I had carpeted kitchen and my mother was taking the turkey out from the oven and dropped it onto the floor. And that's not even the problem. The problem was that the exact spot that the turkey had fallen on the carpet was juicy. It was juicy all the time for weeks, no matter how much you dabbed or tried to clean it away. Juicy. My mother ended up changing out the carpet for some nice tile. We do offer tile as well. And after that, it wasn't wet there anymore. I think a witch used to live there. Anyways, which rooms would you like to have carpet in? All the bedrooms and the kitchen. Perfect. Let me write that down. Okay, so yes. Just to reiterate, you want the same kind of carpet in all the rooms? Okay, except for your kitchen. Okay, so I have carpet samples, so we will be picking out 2 today, right? Okay, and just to recap, were you wanting to go with this vinyl flooring, or were you wanting to go with this vinyl flooring? That is an excellent decision. Alrighty. Okay, so we have many options here. Keeping it natural, keeping it subtle, no greens, no reds, no nothing like that. Okay. Alrighty, so now when you look at these, what is drawing your eyes the most? This one? Okay. Here we go. So this one is a high pile. You can see that. And if you were to run your fingers through it, you could really sink them in. Quite lovely on the feet as well. I don't know if this is a shoes on, shoes off home. If it's shoes off, this is heavenly. And this is a creamy color, so I would consider this one to be classic. Yes, very neutral, very creamy. Yes, exactly. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and set this one aside. Now, what do you think about this one? It is slightly pearlescent. Yes, slightly lighter in comparison. Yeah. So it is a more densely packed. So it's medium. medium pile, and you can't really dig those fingers in. Quite dense. And I will also mention that if you have children, you may want to stay away from the lighter colored carpets. They will not keep your secrets. Absolutely not. Okay. Set that back here. Alrighty. And then we can start diving into these. I like to call them fun carpets. They have a few different colors. They've got some white, creamy strands, brown, tan, about 3 or 4 different kinds. Yeah. So, not really feeling this. Okay. You're not feeling this either? Okay. No problem. I would now like to move on to, you seem very drawn to high pile. I love high pile carpets. I love for my feet to feel comfortable. Many times clients will ask that we change every floor in the house to a hard surface, and my feet hurt when I think about that. I'm also a heavy walker. Clomp, 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 clomp. So this is definitely high pile like that. So the colors are different, more neutral. Yeah. Okay, I'll set it up to the side. Alrighty, and we have more tightly packed carpeting. Like this. Yes, the kitchen. This would be so good for the kitchen. I love that. The kitchen. This would be good for the kitchen. Yeah. So I imagine if you drop a turkey, hopefully it'll just bounce right off and nothing will soak in too much. Work quickly. And don't buy a house from a witch. So we can kind of put these into the same category. You were thinking one of these for the kitchen? I absolutely concur. So let's go ahead and put these creams away. So 2 pearlescents. No? Okay. This one? No? This one? No? And we're back. Alrighty. Please do not worry about hurting my feelings, alright? I am a professional. Mrs. Pollock has taught me well. So, I am assuming no for this in the kitchen. That'll absorb up all the juices. Alrighty. So, it is my professional opinion that you select this one or this one. What were you thinking? You want to touch? Here. Yeah. You. It is nice. It is. This one? Wonderful. So let me just write that down, that we have butternut rum. Now I know that I have some notes saying that you did not care for paint. Did not really care for paint, right? Okay, well, oh please, you can call me sick, because I do not feel well about the colors of these walls. Yes. I need some air. Would you look at that? This blue is exactly what your home needs. Yes, come take a closer look. I noticed you have very light baseboards, and this blue would absolutely pop. Especially with the flooring that you picked out. Incredible. Yes. Okay. Well, we can look at a few more if you'd like. Just to get some ideas, let's go ahead and see what we can also do with the space that you have here. I did notice that you had a mudroom. So, yes, cushions are quite easy to make. Quite easy. You can take them from other places of the house. Okay, so how are you wanting to spruce up that room? Well, if that's what you're looking for, maybe we don't need the magazine. Okay, so I can help you with that. Okay, so follow me over here. So here we have lovely pillows, and right now they look okay. Nothing is really wrong with them, but watch when I do this. Oh my god. Okay, let me show you that one more time, okay, sweetie? You just wanna give it a chop. Now the pillow, it looks awake, okay? It doesn't look like someone just placed it there. We chop, and here we are. Yes, I will show you this one. You wanna kind of smooth the material and, you know, do what feels right. Do it when it feels right, okay? Thank you. Yes. Now both of your pillows are awake. Yeah. It looks wonderful. Alrighty, well, I have all the information I need to get your floors updated. And next time when we meet after they get installed, I can actually walk with you and give you all of my tips on arrangement and feng shui, you know, interior design stuff. Yeah, no problem. I can get Mrs. Bollocks here as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for letting me into your home. The water was wet. Okay. Alrighty, well, I will gather my things and I look forward to having Mrs. Bollocks reach out to you, okay? Alrighty. Bye.